afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Activated Journeys. I'm your host, Tia Nicole, and today we have a special guest. Her name is Kamani Mahan. She is the CEO of Kanani Curls. It's an all-natural hair product line all the way from New Jersey.
Yes.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so how was your flight in?
Chilly.
Chilly.
No, it was very peaceful. We actually flew in early, so
Okay.
very relaxing. American Airlines is amazing, by the way.
Okay.
They had vegan options.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's good to hear.
Slowly turning back into a vegan. Right now,
Okay.
pescatarian.
Cool.
With a little dash of meat.
It's a little dash of
Little
meat, just a
dash.
little bit. So, what part of New Jersey are you from?
I'm originally from South Jersey, Pensacola, New Jersey. It's right like 5 minutes from the bridge.
Okay.
But I went to school in North Jersey. So I like to tell
Okay.
everybody I'm all parts of Jersey.
Oh.
I spent 4.5 years in North Jersey, actually had an apartment. So I like to call both of those my home.
Yes, I love it. So, I see you got your hair product line. It looks like a very nice line. So, what made you want to start a hair care line?
Sure. So, very interesting story. When I went to college, it was my first time, on my own. I used to get my hair straightened every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And when I realized how much it was because my mom stopped paying for it, I was like, oh no. So I had an 8 o'clock a.m. class. Of course, I was partying the day before.
Okay.
And I didn't have time to do anything to it but wet it.
Okay.
When it came out, I had curls.
Mm-hmm.
The curls were okay, but because of the heat damage of me getting it straight all the time, you saw these little straight strands and then curls.
Yes, I hate that.
So I started using YouTube and doing some research, and I said, okay, well, how do I get it just to be all curls? It says cut off your dead end.
Ooh.
So I'm like, well, I'm not paying nobody to do that, college student. So I one day was in the mirror, and I said, you know what? Clip. Oh, this isn't bad. Click. Not thinking about how to style it afterwards. So it turns out I was only able to do a mohawk.
Okay. That's
And
still cute too.
Listen, the mohawk was really nice, and I'll definitely show you some pictures. But the problem was when I went to sleep and woke up the next day, and there was anything fast I could do. So I was like, you know what? I need to start figuring out how to make my hair grow. Fast forward, started going to, I think, like CVS, because those are stores that's near us, or Walmart,
Right.
Target. And I'm seeing these natural hair care products, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't afford this. This is a lot of money, and this isn't going to last. So I started doing some more in-depth work, and I actually started out with this oil. So surprisingly, this oil was only $5 I was selling on campus.
Ooh.
I researched every single oil that was out there because I wanted something that not only helped my hair grow, but it made it more healthier than what it was, and it helped with eliminating frizz.
I
So that's some of the ingredients that's in is avocado oil, castor oil, sweet almond oil. That blend,
natural stuff.
exactly, that blend is what helped it. And then lastly, I think the most important thing in here outside of the main ingredients is the fragrance. It's derived from coconut oil.
Ooh.
And a lot of people like coconut oil.
Yeah.
Some people don't like it, but some people do. And I saw that the fragrance is what dries your hair out. So these products that have
see.
really great ingredients and then they have fragrance, it's like, okay, well, what's in the fragrance? So I disclose that it's derived from coconut oil, so it is completely natural. So there's nothing that's going to dry out your ends. Because at the end of the day, curls need moisture.
Exactly.
So once I started creating the oil, I sold them for $5. I was a cheerleader, so my cheerleading team actually bribed them with product to help me make more, because I started building up a clientele on campus. And then I ran from there. They started asking me for shampoo, conditioner, pomades, and then I recently came out with the beer kits because I didn't want to be biased. I wanted to help out our men too.
Help out the fellas.
Exactly, but it's definitely an interesting journey. I've been doing this for 3 years now, and my hair has been flourishing.
Yes, I see the curls popping.
Thank you, and I'm just happy because growing up, I was very self-conscious. And I felt like I had to get my hair straight. There's nothing wrong with your hair getting straight, but I was more so covering up the curls I had.
Yes.
So now it's more so a thing of, listen, I'm wearing my hair as curly as often as I can, and the good thing is that these products, you don't have to have your hair wet, especially now with it being winter. And
that's good to know.
You go outside, it freezes, and then it starts dripping. So that's how I came up with Kanani Curls.
Wow, that is a very interesting story. I mean, you're in college, you're on campus, so what better way to start your business, and you're at school, you're already around a large group of people.
Right.
and they're pretty much in the same boat you are, like with either a part-time job or maybe not working at all. They're still like depending on their parents for money, so they're like, it's a limit, of course, when you're getting money from your parents. So it's just like, okay, hey, I got some hair products for you guys. I got it at a low cost, way cheaper than CVS. So instead of going to CVS, you guys can come to me for your hair products. I like that.
Thank you. Now, granted, I will be very honest. I didn't have a nice oil-proof, waterproof labels. I improvised. Our library gave us free little labels for the envelopes.
Oh, that is so creative.
That's how I put
yes.
Because the first thing they asked, what's in it? They didn't care what it looked like. What's in it?
Exactly.
So I used that, and I'm just truly appreciative of the support I got and received from the campus, because honestly, I probably wouldn't have started the business.
Wow.
I probably just would have made it for myself, not realizing that it can help other individuals.
Yeah, so I always agree with that. Like, don't wait to start your business till everything is perfect and all your ducks are in a row. Just start with what you got.
Right.
And then you can just upgrade later. You get the fancy labels and stuff later. So it's just like all you care about right now is starting your business and making the money and helping people.
Exactly.
So, so how long have you officially been in business?
So I went to school for business, so I always include that into my calculated years.
Okay.
So a fun fact is I went to school as an accountant. So, I thought that I was going to, I'm going to the Big Four. There's nothing else, no option.
Okay.
Then I added on a finance major. So I learned how, how people communicate with business. I would say my sophomore year was the start. So that was about 5.5 years ago from today.
Okay.
And I've been doing business ever since. So while I was interning at different accounting firms, realizing that wasn't what I wanted to do, at nighttime I was developing the product.
Yes.
So I would say overall 5.5 years.
Okay. That's nice. 5 years. So in six months, you'll be celebrating your 6th year anniversary. Are you doing anything special for that?
Well, so it's technically the 3rd year anniversary just passed.
Okay.
That's of me registering the LLC and doing the legal structuring.
Okay.
That was July 22nd. What I was planning on doing once COVID comes to
slow down
a little bit, I actually want to do a fundraiser, and I'm planning on speaking at different elementary schools.
Okay.
Just trying to connect with our youth, because I know at that time we don't really have much to say about our hair.
Yeah.
But I want to encourage young individuals to embrace whatever curl pattern or straight hair that you have. I think it's very important that everyone loves how their hair is, however it may be. And if you get them while they're young, then it's perfect, because now they'll have that instilled and spread it out moving forward. So that's my plan come next July moving forward. But COVID kind of put a delay, so I didn't really get to celebrate as much as I would like to. But I did do a great little sale. That's how the beer kits came out.
Okay.
And I announced a new product. So the newest product coming for the ladies will be the Edge Control Mousse and Gel come 2021.
Okay.
So then they have some styling, products coming when it gets a little bit warmer.
Okay. Now going back to the fundraiser, are you going to do that back at home in New Jersey, or are you going to do that here in Detroit?
I'm going to do it at 3 locations.
Okay.
I haven't solidified all of the locations. I'm definitely going to start in New Jersey. That's my hometown. 9 out of 10 probably will do it in Detroit, just because of the connections I have. It's, you, everyone else. Definitely probably do that. And the 3rd location, I'm still debating if it's going to be either DC or Florida. Okay. Because I have a lot of clientele or customers out there as well. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm interested in like bringing my daughter. She's 13, so it's like I'm in the middle of like trying to get her to learn how to do her own hair. She's like, I'll take you to get it done sometimes, but it's just like, I'm not going to take you to get your hair done every 2 weeks. Like, you need to learn how to do your own hair. Like, sometimes I do my own hair. Right. Sometimes I'll do a natural style, or sometimes I'll flat iron it and straighten it how it is now. And I'm trying to get her comfortable, because her hair pattern is very thick. And she has to use different products. Yeah, like she has to use different products from mine, because my hair is very fine and thin. Right. So I think that would be a great opportunity for me to take her here and see other young girls that's interested in doing their own hair and being confident with whatever hair pattern that they have. Because I wasn't always confident with my hair pattern. My hair was always thin. I'm just like, oh, I wish my hair was thicker, and
It's
you know,
always
trying
the
to learn.
opposite. It's always the opposite. The ones that have thin hair want thick hair, and the ones that have thick hair want thin
Yes.
hair.
But now it's just like, I kind of just like, over the past few years, I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of like, I'm okay with my hair, and I'm okay with wearing it
Right.
in a natural state. I'm okay with straightening, just doing different stuff to it. So I ended up falling in love with my own hair, even growing up. Like you said, like we had issues with our hair and we didn't like how our hair
Like
was.
our hair being combed through.
Exactly.
Or, you know, putting on a regimen. I think the most important thing when it comes to hair, whatever styles you have, is putting on a schedule.
Yes.
So you're talking to someone that did not like the combing through their hair, that did not like wetting their hair, that did not like putting product in their hair, but I needed my hair done.
Right.
So once you get past the part of, all right, this is Monday, I may do a wash day, Thursday, I may straighten, whatever the case may be, if you stick to that, consistency is key, and that will help flourish whatever curl pattern, straight, long, wavy hair, whatever you have.
Okay.
So I think that that's key.
So tell me a little bit about, so you have some of your hair product lines and stuff here. So tell me about your product line and exactly what you offer and what you sell.
Okay, so just to, disclose, all the products are here except the conditioning cream.
Okay.
We actually are restocking probably in 2 weeks. That's another thing I want to point out. With COVID, there's a lot of delays.
Okay.
To the point where we're ordering from China. We can't even get our vendors in America because they have a date of 2021. So that's what we're waiting on right now. But the conditioning cream, I think, is the best seller.
Yeah, it's actually sold out. So
I will talk about that a little bit. Even though it's not here, it is on the website. But the conditioning cream is a leave-in and a deep conditioner.
Okay.
So you can rinse it out or leave it in. It's perfectly safe. It's thick enough to be a styling cream, but it's loose enough to be a conditioner. So it's like you're 2-in-1.
That might be perfect for me.
Oh, yes. So that's another thing. The conditioner can be used if you want to. Let's say you're straightening your hair. You can use a conditioner, rinse it out, and you won't need anything else. Because it's an oil and water-based product. So I have an emulsifier in it to have that consistency where it's safe if you put heat in it, and it's safe if you rinse it out.
Okay.
So it's ultimately providing moisture, because I know when you straighten your hair, you don't want too much because you don't want to burn
hair,
it.
and it's really thin, and it weigh it down, take away the volume.
Exactly. So if you use that, I would recommend probably rinsing 30% of it out.
Okay.
But keep some of it in. It's safe for you to blow dry.
I see.
And then that's like your heat protectant.
Okay.
Right? The next thing is the natural hair cleanser. So a fun fact about this, it's sulfate free. So that's like the first question everybody asks me about shampoo. Yes, it's sulfate free. It's vegan. It's all natural, of course. And there's key vitamins in here. So I listed a few. I have 3 different B vitamins, B3, B5, and B6. Okay. Just to translate that in simplest terms, those are the 3 key vitamins that you need to strengthen your hair.
Okay.
All right. There's a vitamin C and E. Those are more so for moisture, because I believe in pre-poo, not shampoo.
Okay.
So that's why I call it a cleanser instead of a shampoo.
Okay.
But it's ultimately a shampoo.
Okay. This
is really great for those who want to, I would say if you want to wash your hair every day, I don't, but if you want to, it's safe.
I see.
Versus using something with sulfur and different types of chemicals, and then
it's
just drying out too much, and then now your hair is brittle. This does the opposite.
Cool.
Next, we have the pomade. So this is something I got from my grandmother. So this is a pomade they used a lot back in the day.
Okay.
But it was more so catered to men. So I create a pomade for women so they can do braid outs, twist outs.
I see.
I love when people do different styles, especially braid outs. I'm the master braid outs. Twist outs, I'm still working on it. And here, you can smell it, and people love how it smells.
That does smell really good, guys. So this is how it looks, and this is a close-up of it. It smells really nice.
So it's a mixture of butters and oils, binded together with beeswax. So this one I actually have manufactured in-house.
Okay.
Because it takes a lot of time, but it's worth it, because you see that it looks hard. But as soon as you put your finger in it, it's smooth.
I see.
So it's just enough of everything for you to style your hair in those braid outs or twist outs. Another fun fact about this product, you can use it for a protective layer for your edges.
I was just getting ready to ask that.
because I didn't have an edge control, I've been told, hey, I use that as edge control. Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, it's like
it was
whatever works for
initially
you.
created for one thing, but I've gotten a lot of stories about how it can be used for other things.
Okay.
So let's say if you have, because I pull my hair back a lot, I actually just cut a piece of my hair off when I took my dress out. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's this really short strand right here.
Mm-hmm.
I've been putting the butter on it, and it's starting to grow. So now,
wow.
Yeah, now it's there. So it's really good for just thickening the edges,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that it's even out all the way.
Right.
Really love this product in the winter. In the summer, I wouldn't recommend using too much, but that's why I'm going to be coming out with some summer products for people that don't want something so oily, because this is completely oil-based. There's no water in this or the oil, of course.
Okay.
Next is the beer kit. So these are for our men. It actually comes with a travel size bag that you guys can get. It comes in a bundle, but you can buy it separately. Our best seller is our beard oil. So unlike the Masami hair growth oil, this is completely thick.
Okay.
All right, because most beards, not all, but
most
are a little rough around the edges, thicker than normal. So here is the consistency, just so you can see. It's not too thick, but you could definitely see that's
it's
thicker.
a little thicker. Yeah.
Right. So avocado oil is still the base.
Okay.
And what I added in here is vegetable glycerin and castor oil.
Okay.
2 thickening agents that really penetrates through the cuticles and down the hair for most guys with beards, because their hair is usually coil based, wherever how tight or loose it is.
Yeah.
Unless they straighten it.
Right.
Also, it's included, it has a nice little beard comb.
So you can comb it through.
Exactly. And I wanted something that can be foldable. So, you can travel, throw it in your bag.
Or your pocket or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. I have gotten requests to do a brush and a bigger comb for those who have a thicker beard.
Okay.
So that will be in the works. We have your beard wash and beard conditioner. I'm going to let you smell the conditioner, because it smells just like the shampoo.
It does. It smells really good. This is the beard
That
wash, or is it the conditioner?
That's the beard conditioner.
This is the conditioner.
So they all have the same fragrance with the beard kits, and the women's collection has the same fragrance as well. So I made sure that it's the same base as the conditioner for the woman. It's just a different fragrance, which is also derived from coconut oil.
Okay.
And then also the beard butter, which is similar to the pomade. It's just a little bit thicker.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And we fill it up because it's a smaller container.
Oh, yeah, it smells nice.
It's not too strong. I wanted to make sure that, anybody that's using my product, male or female, they're not attacked by bugs or anything of that nature. So I will say this, I don't recommend going hiking because the mosquitoes do not care, but you will be completely safe using these products because the vegetable glycerin helps protect with mosquitoes.
Okay.
So those are the products that I have. Like I said, I can't wait to launch the summer collections for 2021.
Yes, I can't wait to see them.
Listen, it's been a lot of trial and error. I think the hardest product to physically make, because I like to make my products. I definitely can get, someone else to do it, but ultimately I like to make them first. The hardest one was the edge control.
Okay.
And that's something that I can't make 100% natural. So that's why I'm very transparent. Like, when there's a water-based product included with oil-based, you can't have it natural. So I think that my honesty is what draws a lot of people to me versus, if you go to a store, you see all natural and the small print, you can't read what it says.
Yeah.
So I just want to put that out there, but we have worked on something that is completely safe. And I've actually been working on this edge control for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
So I'm
6
excited.
months. That's a lot of time to go into, how am I going to formulate all of this?
Exactly. So I'm definitely excited. Ladies are long overdue for something new.
Yes, we are.
I'm definitely going to come out with that. And then I think it's perfect timing, too, because, with the protective styles, you can, sometimes people want to lay their edges. So I'm excited.
So with all of these products, when people come to you, so what are some of the popular or main complaints that you hear from some of your clients?
Sure. Let's go with the complaints because complaints are amazing. No, honestly, first, in business, the first year I took offense, of course. That's, first instinct. But after I thought about it, if it wasn't for those complaints, I would have never developed anything else.
Okay.
So starting with the oil, it wasn't called Masami oil.
Okay.
It was just called hair oil.
Okay.
And my professor, that's who it was. He was like, I know you have the hair oil, but what's the name? So I did some research, and the main ingredient's avocado oil. So I looked up Hawaiian names for avocado and masami.
Oh.
So that's why the name is masami oil. And I forgot to mention, I should have mentioned this before, Kanani means the beautiful in Hawaiian.
Oh.
So anyone that uses
I like that.
Kanani curls, whether it's Kanani for men or Kanani curls, you're beautiful.
Yes, it actually means something. It has meaning behind it.
Exactly.
Yes, I love it.
But that was my main complaint that I received when I first launched this. The next complaint was the labels. That's why I brought up the labels. A lot of ladies would do a lot of wash and goes or tutorials, and they're like, hey, the product works, but after I show the picture or what I'm using, the label starts to get distorted. So the labels I have now are waterproof and oil proof.
Okay.
All right. The next thing, I guess lastly, the biggest complaint is some ladies want more styling products. So me personally, because I have a mixed strands, I can use these two items in style.
Okay.
But someone with a looser curl or lighter hair, that doesn't need as much product, they prefer mousse, gel, and those items, and a styling cream, even though the conditioner can be used as that.
Okay.
So that's what I'm working on now, making sure I fulfill those. Other than that, because the beer kits came out in August, I've just been getting the complaints of, can you give us a bigger size comb?
Okay.
Which I'm going to do very, very soon.
Oh, when I said like complaints, I meant like with people hair.
Oh.
What hair? Like what
honestly,
complaints do people come like? Oh, I need my hair to look a certain way. Like I need some products. Like what do you recommend?
Sure.
Like
Okay.
stuff like that.
No
I'm
worries.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm
That's
over
okay.
here like, complaints.
That's okay.
No, that's perfectly fine. The main thing I've received, so I do a lot of hair shows. So the first thing is, can you make my edges grow?
Okay.
Exactly.
They want some hair growth.
Yes,
Okay.
edges, hair, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So that complaint is why I get excited about the combination. So this entire collection, and we'll just act like this is the conditioner.
Okay.
It's called the Masami collection. If you
Okay.
follow that collection and that regimen and make your schedule, that's going to make your hair growth. And I always tell people you see results within 30 days. I used to say 60 just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
But I've gotten before and afters because you actually get a result of some sort instantly as soon as you use it.
Okay.
So I tell people, take your before picture. Like, you're going to see a result. I get a lot of after pictures, and I'm like, that is amazing. I need the before.
Yeah, so we can see the difference, so you can show.
Right, but
yeah.
that's the main concern, hair growth. And if you have thicker hair, retaining moisture without having to continuously wet your hair.
Okay, that's an issue for my daughter. She has that issue. Her hair is very dry, and she needs something to hold the moisture in there so you know, she can style her hair easily. And it's not difficult for her to comb through, style her hair in whatever style she wants to style it in.
I haven't met your daughter yet. I'm excited to meet her. But I would say, I'll use my hair as an example, and my sister. So my sister and I have two different textures. So believe it or not, my hair is thin.
Really? I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, so I will definitely show you some pictures of when my hair is straight. My hair is very flat. The volume comes from the older it is.
Okay.
Or fluffing it and diffusing and all that great stuff. So with me, per se, if I'm about to get my hair straightened, I don't need much. I just need to make sure it's detangled. But when I'm wearing it like this, now thick, I need to use a lot more water.
Okay.
And I need to section. So someone like your daughter, I would definitely recommend like, hey, section your hair. Don't try to take the whole half side. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I can do that, but she can't. So I'm like, you have to separate in 4 sections and take piece by piece.
And use water before you add any product.
Okay, use a little bit of water on the spray
Yes,
bottle.
always spray water because I'm telling you right now, if I try to comb through this hair right now, it's not going to work unless it gets some water.
Okay.
It gives it a nice slip, and then start from the ends, work your way up, then apply the conditioner and let it sit there. It's cooking. When you
it's cooking.
This is
the hair's cooking.
This is food for your hair, and you need to cook in products.
Okay.
So now it's like, okay, my hair is like, okay, it's not dry no more. All right, let me start to comb. Now let me start to elongate, and the more you do it, the shrinkage you have. So I don't know if you see, but my hair is pretty long, and I just got to trim. So. This is just me practicing combing through my hair.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I still don't like it. And I've been
sound just like my daughter. I don't like doing my hair.
But I understand why it's necessary. So definitely section your hair and apply the product next. I think the last complaint I probably have received is I don't know how to do my hair.
Okay.
And I'm not a stylist. I always tell people that. I'm just know from what my own mistakes. So when it comes to things like that, I always have the go-to of when in doubt, do the puff. Okay. The puff.
And what is the puff?
So the puff, you take a scrunchie. I don't have one right now.
Okay.
Take a scrunchie. How your hair is right now. Put it up. Put a scrunchie on it, and that's a puff.
Okay.
That's the easiest styling to do. And then those days where you want your hair out because you get bored, because we get bored with our hair.
We sure do.
Wear it out.
You'll see a million different styles in probably 3 months?
Listen.
You have 2, 3, so many different looks.
Exactly, because when it comes to curls, people are like, oh, I don't know how to do the 3-strand twist. I don't know how to do Bantu knots. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to braid. I don't know how to braid either. But, those are 2 simple styling things that you can do. And even if you are a perfectionist, it won't take you that long.
Right.
I think overall, those are the main complaints.
Okay.
And that helps me understand what I need to come out with.
Okay,
So that's why I try to make the collection very simple with the 4 products for the ladies. So it's not too much like, oh, I have to use 7 products to achieve. No, you don't.
Right.
You don't. It's very simple. Conditioner. Shampoo, conditioner to wash your hair. Oil and pomade to style your hair if you want to get fancy.
Okay.
And then soon you can just use gel. I don't use gel that much, but I do see why people use gel because it helps with the humidity. Those days where it's very humid and or raining, you don't want to have a frizz ball.
Yeah.
So just figure out what product you can use. All in all, honestly, this oil can be used for everything. So this is day 7 of my hair, and all I did was put some oil on my hands, fluff.
Oh, wow.
And the oil helps with humidity.
So during the 90-day shutdown, we had a quarantine for 90 days back in March when all of this COVID-19 stuff happened. So how was your business affected? Because a lot of places had to shut down, had to close their stores. How was your business affected by that?
It was a blessing and a curse.
Okay.
So I'll start with the cons. What happened was I didn't have any sales for the first 10 days. Now, my business is completely online. Okay. So it didn't affect like having a brick or mortar, but it definitely affected, reaching customers. Yeah. It forced me to study and get to know people that specialize in the social media field, because now that was the only way to target people versus I have a lot of street vendors that go to barbershops, salons, like, hey, you want to try? Because most people like to see the product. Right, in the face. Yeah. Exactly. Now I had to reach out to my ambassadors, say, hey, I will ship you out free products. Can you just do content? Okay. Because people, if they see the content, if they see someone else using it that looks like them, then they're more likely to at least try it out. When it came to inventory, like I said, I had to go to China. So I am still waiting, and I've ordered this 2 months ago, for these bottles that have been used for hand sanitizer. Oh. So apparently this is the bottle that a lot of companies are using for hand sanitizer, and they're sold out everywhere. So it forced me to collect more funds that honestly I had to get from my personal side, not the business, because we weren't getting a lot of income, to invest and restock. So the blessing comes in because I've made a lot of connections. It gave me time to start from the beginning in a sense of how am I going to expose this to different customers. I've built up my Facebook page, and I've actually started to get a lot of customers from the United Kingdom and South Africa. So it helped with the country. Exactly. It helped with expanding somewhere where I plan to go, but I've never been. So it forced me to think outside the box instead of I live in New Jersey. I need to make sales in New Jersey or New York or somewhere that's local. Now I have shipment internationally and domestically. Wow, that is so great. Congratulations. So you kind of made you a come up during the quarantine. So I said blessing and a curse. And, I'm very humble. I know I still have a long way to go. But I have a lot of, I call them mentors, even though they don't know me. One in particular, I just want to, mention her briefly, Monique Rodriguez.
Okay.
She is the CEO and founder of Miel Organics. I actually had the opportunity to meet her.
Oh.
And when I had a little bit of doubt, I told her about my product line. Mind you, she's a $1 billion company with her product line. I tell her about my little product line in college. And I'll never forget, she said, "You're going to be more successful than me." She said, "Because you started earlier than I did."
Wow.
And that always stuck with me, especially during the COVID time, because I was like, you know what, maybe I should just put this aside. And if I did that, I wouldn't be able to have the connections that I have today.
Yes, I'm so glad you kept going because, this looks like some great stuff, and I can't wait to try it.
I can't wait for you either.
And I'm actually glad that she gave me a little gift, a shirt, and it's actually my favorite color. So I'm definitely going to rock this because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, it is.
So, and I actually have on pink today. This is kind of by accident. I just picked something. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Right.
Like, oh, I got on pink. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm getting me another pink shirt. You got your nails going on. So with all of the stuff all the great things that you explained about your products, how do people get in contact with you to order some products for themselves?
Sure. So you have the option to go on the website, which is Kanani, Kanani, curlswithak.com.
Okay.
Or if you are a millennial and prefer to purchase through a social media, we have our Facebook page. You can reach us through there, or Instagram. Instagram is becoming a lot more popular because they have the Instagram shop. So you can actually purchase it right through there. So those are the 3 best ways to contact us or purchase the products.
Yeah, so there you guys have it. Be sure to check out her social media or go to the website to purchase yours today. We also have some things for the fellas, once again, for your beard kit. That's all we have time for today. I'm your host, Tia Nicole, and I'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned to see what's coming up for Activated Journeys. Good night, everybody.